Good morning, everyone. My name is Teresa Kittredge, and we want to welcome you this morning to our webinar. We have a lot of information to share, so we're going to try and keep it tight on time. So thank you so much for joining this morning, and please feel free in the chat to let us know where you're joining us from this morning. So glad to see so many people are coming, and we're going to get started because we want to make sure that we make good use of our time. A little bit about 100 Rural Women. We really are all about making connections and inspiring leadership. And we really see a future where we can see more rural women leading positive change for themselves, their families, and their communities, and the nation. And we're really committed to building leadership through networks, mentorship, education, and civic engagement. And just so you all know too, we are nonpartisan and we're a nonprofit. And we're just really honored to do this work and have this opportunity to work with all these incredible women and learn what we can do as an organization to better serve rural women. Our Breakfast Club came together, as we all know. We were launching, a lot of us were doing a lot of things during COVID. We were actually launching our organization during COVID, and that's when we stepped back and thought, gosh, what can we do? How can we best connect with women? How can we learn how we can add value? And that's when we started our Breakfast Club webinar series to lift up rural women and be able to share cool things that are going on with rural women and modeling the way. And I don't think I need to remind everybody about this, but just basics on Zoom. Please, we want an active chat. So submit questions, comments, ideas. And we also want to make sure that if you're, while we're speaking, if we can keep folks on mute, we will be, watching the chat for questions and we'll facilitate those questions. But another thing is we'll be sharing resource links, and we will share all of that after the website, after the webinar, everything will be up on the website. So this morning we're going to, as I said, have a pretty busy meeting. It's pretty chock full. I want to first off introduce our board. We have a great board. There's 6 board members and from across the state. And of the 6, 4 of them are under 30. So we have a board that's our organization really trying to have a focus on having young voices at the table to ensure that we are building programs that will serve us in the future. So to that point, we can move to the next slide, Delaney. A little bit about 100 and 100. This was something when we started the organization, it was like, we need to find out as an organization how we can add value. So the thought was, let's do 100 meetings across the state and really find out what women need, what will help them. What are the networks out there that we can share? So our thought was to, put together a research plan, hold these 100 meetings, and then analyze, evaluate, share, and program. So we're about halfway through. We have another 50 meetings to go. And with COVID, we've had to reinvent IISTs about every 3 months, what we're going to do with our organization because COVID keeps happening. But the beauty is right now we're close to 50 meetings. We are swimming in data, which is wonderful. And now we can take that data and really drive the next 50 convenings to add value and to really listen to what people had to say to us in the first 50 to inform those. So really excited to get moving on our next 50, and that will start in February. Can move to the next slide, Delaney. And so today for our presenters, we have our panel of researchers. So I'm going to let everybody introduce themselves. I figured that's the easiest way to do it. And so Delaney, why don't we start out with you?
Yeah, good morning, everyone, and hello. I imagine most of you might be pretty familiar with me if you've attended a meeting or engaged with us in the past few months. I started working with 100 Rural Women in May. Feels like so little and also so long ago. I'm a current Master's of Public Health student at the University of Minnesota Twin Cities, and I am literally right now in the thick of interview season for medical school because I want to become a rural OBGYN. That's where my passion is. That's why I love and care so much about rural women and rural women's health. So it is such a pleasure to get to work on this project. I'm so excited to share with you everything we're up to. And I think next is Jasmine to introduce herself.
Hello, everybody. I'm Jasmine. I use she, her pronouns, and I am an undergrad student at the University of Minnesota Morris. I am a senior this year, so I will be graduating soon and going off to grad school, hopefully. Gotta apply. But yeah, I'm an intern here at 100 Rural Women, and I've been alongside Delaney since June, so it's been a blast. I'll hand it over to Ryan.
Hello, everyone. I'm Ryan. I use he, him pronouns, and I actually came to this project rather recently, back in early August, as an AmeriCorps Vista to work on data and marketing. In the future, I'm actually going to grad school for sustainability, but I'm so thankful to have the privilege of working alongside these incredible women.
Thanks, Ryan. Thanks, Delaney, and thanks, Jasmine. And as you can see, at 100 Rural Women, we're really fortunate to have these young people working with us. So really excited about that. And to that note, the way that we were able to connect with these amazing young people is through the University of Minnesota. So I want to have our partners share their support for this project and talk a little bit about their programs and their part in this. And we have 3 presenters this morning that are going to be talking as partners: Linda Kingery, who's the Executive Director in Northwest Regional Sustainable Development Partnership; Andy Sutton, who's our Southeast Director for the RSDP; and Archie Mangola, who is the Director for the Center of Small Towns at the University of Minnesota Morris. So I'm going to hand it over to you, Linda, to get the ball rolling on intros.
Very good. Thank you. Happy to be here this morning. The regional partnerships, the Regional Sustainable Development Partnerships, which we often shorten, are part of Extension and are specifically charged with developing community-university partnerships. The 5 regional boards invite ideas, and several of those ideas that are pitched are then invited to develop full proposals for consideration. Many projects involve students, both undergrads and graduates, as you can see here, are hired to assist the community partner. The regional partnerships partner with CURA's Center, or community, with CURA is the Center for Urban and Regional Affairs. They have a community assistantship program. We also partner with the Jane C. Freeman Rural Fellows program at the Humphrey School. And 100 Rural Women has had 2 graduate students pictured on this slide, Kate Stour and Delaney Anderson, that have been supported. The RSDPs are proud to host the Mary Page Fund, which honors the memory of a pioneering rural woman leader. And this fund is used to support students. And through the end of this month, if you contribute to the Mary Page Fund, it will be dedicated to 100 Rural Women. You'll see the link in the chat, and I'll turn it over to Andy for some more.
Hi, everyone. I'm so glad to be here with you today. So I'll share a little bit about the leadership and structure of the RSDP. So each RSDP region has an executive director who works with community partners throughout the life of their project, beginning at the idea stage. So with 100 Rural Women, as with others, we join the planning team in regular meetings. We share insights and resources and help in any way that's needed to support a project's success. So spreading the word and ensuring the community members in each of our regions are able to learn about and participate in projects like this one is also a big part of this work. Our goal is to make sure that all that is learned from RSDP funded projects can be drawn upon by rural communities throughout the state. So if you have an idea, please check out the link in the chat and reach out to one of us and take it away, Archie.
Thanks, everyone. I'm Archie Manolis with the Center for Small Towns. We're a unit of the University of Minnesota Morris. And we also support projects like these. We have a proposal process in January where partners can propose projects to us where they would like to connect with our faculty to get some of their expertise, or with a student, or both. And sometimes we get the proposals and we pass them on to other organizations like RSDP if we can't help. And then sometimes RSDP and other community and economic development organizations will include us in their proposals. So that's what happened this time, is that there was space for an undergraduate student. It was a wonderful opportunity for Jasmine, and we're really grateful to the RSDPs and to 100 Rural Women for including her. I know her leadership and communication and research skills have really been honed by this project. So we're really grateful to be working with small communities of 10,000 or fewer. That's our mission, and to connect university resources to communities like that. And we're very much grounded in the idea of creating vibrant and equitable communities. Our website, by the way, is outdated. We're going through a big website overhaul. And so we have changed our mission and vision. And our vision now is to support more vibrant and equitable rural communities. So I wanted to mention that and let you all know that I'm grateful to be here. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Argie. And we will have all the websites, everything that's in the chat will be up on the website. So all the websites that have been mentioned, any links and resources will all be there. And I also want to do a quick introduction of our interns. So the interns were a big piece of our work this summer. And as you can see, we had a number of interns working with us from Winona, St. Olaf, and University of Minnesota Morris. So this was a big part of our process. The interns did the work of really identifying who are the women in rural that we can connect with. So this was exhaustive research, going through web research, all those pieces. So I really want to thank the interns, and the students have really been the lifeblood of 100 Rural Women. So we're just really happy to have them with us. If we can go to the next slide, Delaney. One thing I want to mention, and that I thought I had another slide, sorry about that, is Emma Higgins is with us today too. And Emma's, you'll be hearing a little bit from Emma today, but Emma's helping with the chat today, and Emma's our lead for Minnesota Fellow. I threw a link in with the link to her bio on our website. So I think that's about it. I'm just really excited about sharing more about the research, and Delaney will talk through this, but we are sort of midpoint, but we thought it was really an important time to check in with everybody that's participated with us so far and say, here's where we're at and here's what we're learning.